love track and field back in July of 2013, yet a chance encounter with fellow track and field star Lola Jones that led her to try bobsledding. After a week into the sport, she placed third in the U.S. Push Championship and was later named to the U.S. Women's National Bobsled Team. While competing on the international circuit, she won 2 silver medals and 1 gold medal in just 5 World Cup events. This unprecedented success in her rookie season led her to be selected to represent Team USA in the 2014 Winter Olympics. Setting the push start record with a time of 5.13 seconds in her first heat at Sochi, she propelled her and her teammate Elena Myers to set the overall track record. In the second heat, she set a new record of 5.12 seconds. Lauren and her driver won silver, which made Lauren one of only 5 people who ever won a medal in both the Summer and Winter Olympics, and she was also the first American woman to do it. Now, academically, she received a bachelor's in finance from the University of Miami and a master's of business administration from the University of Phoenix, which she earned while training for the Olympics. She is currently pursuing a certification in financial planning and hopes to put her skills to work helping Olympians and other athletes to improve their financial literacy and stability in an effort to continue making a difference in the sporting world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present to you an amazing lady and a U.S. Olympic medalist, Miss Lauren Williams.
Thank you so much for that wonderful resume reading. I didn't even know that I was all of that, so you made me sound really good. I just feel like I'm a pretty normal person, but thanks for finding and digging up all those things that make me feel good about myself so I can be a good speech giver today, because speech giving is definitely not something I've won a medal at so far. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Oh, wait, hold on. See, I'm flustered after Catherine and Pace's awesome speech giving. I don't know, but you guys are dearly beloved, and we are gathered here today on your behalf to celebrate you and your accomplishments. So, congratulations. No matter where you've come from or what you've had to overcome to get to this point, your hard work has gotten you a high school diploma, and it will give you the opportunity to further maximize your full potential. Thank all those who've taught you, but also pat yourself on the back for the things that you've learned yourself. When I received a scholarship to run track at the University of Miami in 2001, I had no idea what my future held. I didn't know I'd be an All-American, an NCAA champion, or an Olympian. There are many things I would be taught, but also many things I would learn on my own. My parents taught me respect, to be humble, and the value of hard work. My coach taught me drills, form, and mechanics. My professors taught me finance. In the life I've been taught many things, but I've also been given the freedom to learn and shape my idea of what it means to be responsible, prepared, and dedicated to the task at hand. I've heard many times that I have natural talent, but natural talent without effort is a wasted opportunity, a lost blessing, and would be more likely earn me an appearance on the Dr. Phil show, figuring out where I went wrong, than a place behind this podium today. Combining my talent with hard work and focus has led to my success. My father always said, if you fail to prepare, then you prepare to fail. So I always have done my best to prepare for the challenges that lay ahead. And believe me, there were many. Challenges come in all shapes and sizes. I've not lived in a car, I've not eaten cold food out of a can, or suffered any abuse, but I face challenges just the same. I've been counted out, underestimated, overlooked, robbed, injured, and plenty more. Yet I stand before you stronger and wiser because of these adversities. When I meet Goliath-sized problems, I like to take the approach of David. Are you all familiar with the story of David and Goliath? Yeah? All right. Well, Goliath was a giant. He was someone and something to be feared. Goliath represents the folly of our assumptions about size, appearance being the way to judge a person's ability. During the war, the opposing army sent David, a little shepherd boy with a sling and only 5 rocks, to confront the great and powerful warrior Goliath. Goliath felt insulted. He said, "Am I a dog that you should come to me with sticks?" Goliath made the mistake of seeing David's small size and stature as weakness. This proved to be a fatal error. Why do we automatically assume that someone who is small, poor, or seems less skilled, is at a disadvantage? Every successful person has a story, and not all of them start with a deluxe apartment in the sky. David, armed with courage and faith and a slingshot, brought Goliath down, a boy with a slingshot. Literally, a stick and a stone broke his bones. And not just any bone, his skull. He was too big, too slow, and too blind to David's approach to comprehend the way the tables had been turned. We've all been sized up and judged prior to our performance, but like David, everyone in this room is well prepared and equipped to meet any giant or foe with victory. I have an interesting educational background where the only white people I saw in my inner city Detroit elementary school were my teachers. Then I moved to Rochester, Pennsylvania, where I was the only brown female in my graduating class. Then onward to the University of Miami, which was a melting pot where I was exposed to all cultures, nationalities, and races. I've never focused on the fact that I'm a minority, but instead focused on what I could be taught and what I could learn in every environment I was in. These interactions prepared me for the numerous countries I've visited, the different people I've met, and all of the great things I've learned along the way. And just because you're educated does not mean that you stop learning. This lesson was reinforced when I started participating in bobsled. A year ago, my only reference to bobsled was the same as most people's, Cool Runnings. However, a chance meeting in the airport with another bobsledder piqued my interest. Over the next 6 months, a steep learning curve followed, and I'd like to share with you just 2 things I learned from bobsled. The first, the value of working together as a team. If you had asked me prior to bobsled in a job interview or something like that, if I consider myself a team player, I would have said, of course. However, being a part of bobsled really taught me how much room for improvement I had. You can't lift a 400-pound sled by yourself. I can't drive a bobsled, and not being on the same page as my teammate can cause someone to get hurt. As a rookie, I had to depend heavily on my peers to teach me everything. My peers who were also my competitors. I mean, who wants someone who is fighting for the same spot as you on the team to have to teach you? Most of us would leave out a few important facts here and there, a few do's and don'ts, just to keep that competitive edge. But these girls were an endless fountain of knowledge and support. This is where I learned about selflessness, and that's what bobsled really exposed me to. The next lesson I learned was how to say I'm sorry. When you are new at something, you make mistakes. So sorry was a regular part of my vocabulary. You would have thought that one of my teammates' name was sorry as much as I was saying it. But there's something about a certain kind of sorry that I had to learn to say. And it's the kind that covers the little things, the little nuances that often go left unsaid. They fester and they cause miscommunication and result in hurt feelings. We are all individuals. What may not hurt one may hurt another. And without an apology, like a bad virus, the discontent will spread. Les Brown, a great motivational speaker, once stated that as you take responsibility for yourself, you will develop a hunger to accomplish your dreams. With this noted, I place emphasis on what I consider to be an essential part of living, and that's dreaming. It's crucial that you dream. Dreaming opens up doors to motivation. Motivation keeps you driven. Your drive provides you with the desire to pursue your goals. So set goals, remain focused, and keep your eyes on the prize. Allow your mind to be filled with a plethora of positive thoughts and overwhelming ideas. Surround yourself with the Davids of the world, great people who will motivate you toward accomplishing your dreams. Great dreams of great dreamers almost always become great realities. As I close, if you take nothing away from my ramblings, remember this. You don't have to be taught to learn. Don't underestimate what looks to be a disadvantage. Know the value of saying I'm sorry and build yourself an awesome team because no one can do it alone. Your core team are the people who came here to honor you, and you're not the only person who sacrificed to get you to this point today. Many have suffered to pave a road much easier for you. So for every bow you take one for those who came before you. Use your time wisely to hone your talents, and you will certainly have much treasure. Thank you, and congratulations.